The year was 2025. Humanity had always been fascinated by the mysteries of the deep ocean, and this year marked a significant milestone in our quest to uncover its secrets. A seasoned crew aboard the deep-sea submersible, the Leviathan, prepared for a daring dive into the Mariana Trench, the Earth's deepest known point. The Leviathan was not just any submersible. It was the pinnacle of modern engineering, equipped with the latest technology to explore the uncharted depths. Their mission, to investigate a series of strange sonar readings that had baffled scientists for months. These readings suggested the presence of something unusual, something that defied our current understanding of marine life and geology. The crew, led by the stoic Captain Murphy and the brilliant oceanographer Dr. Elizabeth Sato, knew the risks involved. Captain Murphy, a veteran of numerous deep-sea missions, was known for his calm demeanor under pressure. Dr. Sato, on the other hand, was a renowned expert in marine biology, whose groundbreaking research had earned her a place on this historic mission. The deep sea was a realm of perpetual darkness, crushing pressure, and untold mysteries. It was a place where few dared to venture, and even fewer returned with tales of what they had seen. The environment was hostile, with temperatures near freezing and pressures that could crush a human in an instant. The Leviathan, a marvel of engineering, was designed to withstand the extreme conditions of the trench. Its hull was made of a special alloy that could endure the immense pressures, and it was equipped with advanced navigation and communication systems to ensure the crew's safety. Its powerful lights cut through the inky blackness, revealing the alien landscape below. The beams illuminated strange rock formations, bioluminescent creatures, and the occasional glimpse of a mysterious shadow moving in the distance. Anticipation hung heavy in the air. The crew knew that they were on the brink of a potentially groundbreaking discovery. Every moment was filled with a mix of excitement and apprehension, as they ventured deeper into the unknown. What secrets would the abyss unveil? The crew could only speculate as they approached the source of the strange readings. Would they find a new form of life, a geological anomaly, or something entirely unexpected? The answers lay in the depths, waiting to be discovered. The descent began. The Leviathan, a marvel of modern engineering, slowly made its way into the depths of the ocean. The crew inside, a mix of seasoned scientists and engineers, braced themselves for the journey ahead. Each meter they descended brought them closer to the unknown, a realm few had ever dared to explore. Sunlight faded, replaced by the artificial glow of the Leviathan's floodlights. The once vibrant blues and greens of the ocean turned to inky blackness, a stark reminder of the isolation they were about to face. The floodlights cut through the darkness, revealing the eerie, silent world that lay ahead. The sub's instruments flickered as they plunged deeper, pressure building outside the reinforced hull. Every creak and groan of the metal was a testament to the immense forces at play. The crew monitored the gauges closely, aware that any malfunction could spell disaster in this unforgiving environment. Dr. Sato, glued to the sonar screen, called out depths. 5,000 feet, 10,000 feet, 20,000 feet. Each announcement was met with a mix of excitement and trepidation. They were venturing into a part of the ocean that had remained untouched for millennia, a place where few had ever dared to go. The world above seemed a distant memory. The surface, with its familiar sights and sounds, was now a world away. Down here, in the depths, time seemed to stand still. The only thing that mattered was the mission and the discoveries that awaited them. Down they went, into the abyssal plain, a world of utter darkness and crushing pressure. The landscape was barren, a stark contrast to the bustling life found in shallower waters. It was a reminder of the harsh realities of the deep ocean, a place where only the hardiest of creatures could survive. Strange, bioluminescent creatures, never before seen by human eyes, drifted past the portholes. Their ethereal glow provided a brief respite from the darkness, a glimpse into the mysteries of the deep. Each creature was a testament to the adaptability of life, thriving in conditions that would be inhospitable to most. The silence was broken only by the hum of the Leviathan's engines and the hiss of oxygen. The rhythmic sounds were a constant reminder of their isolation, a lifeline in the vast, empty expanse of the deep ocean. The crew knew that every moment down here was a step into the unknown, a journey into the abyss. Hours crawled by. The sonar, their only window into the impenetrable darkness, began picking up strange anomalies. There were unusual shapes, massive and unmoving on the sonar screen. Could they be rock formations, or something else? Captain Murphy, his weathered face etched with concern, ordered the crew to proceed cautiously. The anomalies grew stronger as they descended. Whispers ran through the crew. What lurked in this alien world? Dr. Sato, her eyes wide with a mixture of fear and scientific curiosity, adjusted the sonar settings trying to get a clearer picture. Then, it emerged from the darkness. The crew of the Leviathan had been exploring the depths for weeks, but nothing could have prepared them for this moment. The submarine's powerful lights cut through the murky water, revealing an eerie sight that sent shivers down their spines. A colossal structure unlike anything they had ever seen. It was a city. Not just any city, but an ancient metropolis that seemed to have been lost to time. The architecture was both alien and familiar, with towering spires and vast plazas that hinted at a once thriving civilization. Buildings, towers, and what appeared to be roads, all constructed from a strange, luminescent material, materialized in the beam of the Leviathan's floodlights. The material glowed with an otherworldly light, casting eerie shadows that danced across the ocean floor. It was as if the city itself was alive, breathing with a ghostly energy. A chill ran down Captain Murphy's spine. He had seen many things in his years of exploration, but nothing like this. The sheer scale and mystery of the city left him both awestruck and terrified. What secrets did this underwater world hold, and what dangers lurked within its depths? What civilization could have built such a place, in this watery graveyard? The questions raced through the minds of the crew. They knew they were on the brink of a monumental discovery, one that could rewrite history. But with that discovery came a sense of foreboding, a feeling that they were not alone. As they drew closer, a new horror revealed itself. Skeletons, hundreds of them. The remains of what must have been the city's inhabitants lay scattered across the seabed, their bones bleached white by the salt water. It was a grim reminder of the city's tragic past. Humanoid in shape but much larger, littered the ocean floor around the city. These were not ordinary human skeletons, they were giants, towering over the remains of the city like silent sentinels. Their presence added another layer of mystery to the already enigmatic ruins. Their empty sockets seemed to stare back at the intruders, accusingly. It was as if the dead were watching, waiting for the living to uncover the truth of their demise. The crew of the Leviathan knew they had to proceed with caution. The city held many secrets, and not all of them were meant to be uncovered. Suddenly the comms crackled to life. A voice deep and resonant spoke in a language none of them recognized. It seemed to emanate from the city itself. The crew, paralyzed with fear, exchanged terrified glances. What had they stumbled upon? Dr. Sato, her voice trembling, attempted to communicate with the voice, using a combination of scientific terms and basic greetings. The only response was a chilling echo of the unknown language, swirling around them like the ocean currents. Section 6. Faces of Terror. Their floodlights flickered, casting grotesque shadows that danced across the skeletal remains and the eerie, silent city. The voice grew stronger, more insistent. Panic began to set in. The crew, their faces pale and drawn, looked to Captain Murphy for guidance. Even the hardened captain, a man who had faced storms and rogue waves without flinching, felt a primal fear grip his heart. What they had discovered was beyond explanation, beyond comprehension. It was a nightmare made real. Section 7. Emergency Ascent. Something brushed against the hull. The Leviathan lurched violently. Alarms blared. "Emergency Ascent!" Captain Murphy roared, his voice barely audible above the cacophony. The crew scrambled to their stations, their training kicking in despite the terror that threatened to consume them. The ascent was agonizingly slow. Every creak and groan of the Leviathan, every flicker of the lights sent shivers down their spines. The voice pursued them, its alien syllables a haunting reminder of the horrors they had witnessed. Section 8. Haunted by the Deep. They surfaced hours later, the blessed sunlight a stark contrast to the oppressive darkness they had just escaped. But the sunlight offered no warmth, no solace. The crew emerged from the Leviathan, forever changed. Their faces, once tanned and weathered, were now ashen and drawn, their hair streaked with premature gray. The horrors they had witnessed had etched themselves onto their souls. The whispers from the deep continued to haunt their dreams. They had gazed into the abyss, and the abyss had gazed back. Section 9. The Unspoken Truth. The discovery sent shockwaves through the scientific community and ignited a firestorm of speculation and debate. What was the city, who built it, and what had become of its inhabitants? The questions lingered, unanswered. The crew of the Leviathan, bound by a shared trauma, remained tight-lipped, their haunted eyes betraying the unspoken truth. Some things they knew were best left undisturbed, buried in the cold, dark silence of the Mariana Trench.